Sergio's just the man.
It's really cold outside. When we do what you love, you don't care. Yeah.
He likes to reach the limits and he has no fear.
He's a giver, you know?
He's small, but he's so fast.
Inside, that's it. All good, all good. Man on the slab, man on the slab.
The first thing you have to understand is that there is no safe zone in Nazaré. The second you go for a wave, you're in it and you're committed, and so's your team. I always find that the surfing's kind of the easy bit, and the most stressful, hardcore, intense moments are when you're driving the ski. Once you get into that inside, it starts to separate what kind of person you are and how you function and what level you are.
This is our field where I work, and this is really gnarly because all the big waves end up here, and if you catch one wave in your head, for example, you will end up in the rocks. All the white water, this is what makes Nazaré special, in the good way, in the bad way. When I come to the shore break, I always pray, I always ask to my angels, please, put me out again, let me rescue my surfer and put me out again, please, because this is not a place to play, you know. It's to play, but play working, not to play joking.
I think Nazaré is one of the places that you find your boundaries pretty quickly, because it's one of the only places also I've been to where I've gone, okay, yeah, well, I don't want to borrow this. This is too deadly.
There's no wave that breaks 80 feet, 50 feet, at least 10 times a year, you know? You go over to the Jaws or Mavericks, they haven't had like a massive swell that reaches 50 or 60 foot in over a couple years, you know? Here in Portugal, I'd say every month we have a swell like that. And you got the natural world wonders like, the Grand Canyon, and you got Nazaré.
E o meu pai, ele e outros senhores da idade dele, já faleceram, é que representavam a classe pescadora de Nazaré. Porque iam muitas vezes, o mar bom, e quando voltavam já estava a costa negada, já estava o mar. Por isso houve muitas mortes, cheguei a ver ele também, já faz 85 anos, e muitas aflições também. Pois o meu pai era uma pessoa, mas o outro senhor que representava a classe pescatória de Nazaré, iam fazer as reuniões em Lisboa. E o meu pai era uma pessoa que dizia, senhor doutor, o Porto Abrigo tem que ir para Nazaré. Não podem ver mais viúvas, não podem ver mais pais sem filhos sem pais.
I really believe, let's say 10 years ago, the sport was a lot less safer. Nazaré was unrideable. The safety wasn't in place, and the reason why people are able to surf it these days is because of guys like Sérgio. Koxa is only able to win his record because he has Sérgio, because he has people that give him that structure of success. Safety is really everything over here. You're only as good as the people you work with.
We are waiting for the wave 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, and then he don't just say, hey, that sunset's coming, just stand up, and okay, I stand up, and hey. When we passed the first wave, we saw like more 3-4 waves coming behind. When we passed the second wave, he just looked to me and say, Koxa, is the bomb, you wanna go? Just keep asking me. I never see so much water in my front before, and Sérgio, one of the guys, like to do his best, and when he's driving, he's driving with love. I felt in that moment, he just see the biggest wave he ever seen, and this is the one, you wanna go? And I just, yeah, let's go. And when I got the wave, it was amazing, the best moment of my life. And when I made the wave, I just kick out the wave. I was so happy, like screaming, yeah. I saw Sérgio, and Sérgio, you put him in the wave of my life, and he gets so hungry. So like, rescue, Koxa, rescue. Because you organize, you talk about don't be happy, don't commemorate before the rescue, you know. First rescue, go outside, and then talk about it. But I get out of my mind, you know, just Sérgio, and he gets so, I just get the biggest wave of my life, and he get angry for me, just, you know, you just gonna celebrate before outside, okay, but you know, I got the biggest wave of my life.
Big wave surfing, it's hard to progress quickly, but I think Nazaré, like how many times or how many days a year it is actually big, it's progressing quickly. And I'm seeing it now, like a couple of years ago, the general sort of lines were relatively safe and quite boring, and now you're getting guys pulling into like 50-foot barrels.
When I get one big one and I kick out and I saw one huge wave coming straight to me and Sérgio come and he get me out. Always I want to say, Sérgio, I love you, bro. This is friendship, this is brotherhood.
In the end, it's a family in the water. If something happens, I will save not only my brother, I will save my cousin and my uncle and my grandfather.
Yeah, car accident. She was driving alone, so here in Portugal. Yeah.
She was tired. She was...
Late night, you know, she was driving late night, alone, and it's, you know, no talking, no one. She's better than us. She's in heaven, you know. We need to work all day, wake up in the morning, you know, hear always complaining, people complaining, yeah, making money. Yeah, she's better than us. Watching me in the waves, you know, protecting me, you know, making my good decisions. So you need to always take something good from a bad thing, you know, even when it's something that you can't take nothing good. Not easy. I'm always saying my mother. Pray for her, you know, she is looking at us.
If your job is driving, just drive. Just push the limits, you know, in the car, in a quad, in a dirt bike, just go and push the limits to train your drive skills. And because in the ocean, what you learn here outside training, you apply, and normally in the worst cases.
In some aspects I'm really similar to him, or I see him a bit like me, because I'm racing, and normally you think racing driver, or if you are competing in motorsports you need to be crazy. But not, you need to be calm, and Sérgio is really calm, and I think because he's calm, he can think about what should he do at the moment to have the best result.
The days I get the most out of my sessions is when Sérgio's looking out for me. That's when I feel confident to push it harder, because I know he's going to be there when shit hits the fan. He's going to be right there when I come up, you know.
Let's rock, and I hope don't roll.
Why'd you do it?
Man, I do this because I'm like this. I can't see no one being in the bad position. If I can help always in any way, I will be there.
It's amazing. It's a life dedicated to others. But we live in such a selfish community or selfish society. Very few people that are very worried about the safety and the well-being of others. And Sergio's that guy. He really is looking out for the others. The others are a priority. And he's the man. Everyone loves him, you know? He's just the man. There's not one person that has something bad to say about that guy. That's the kind of guy he is, Sérgio Cosme.
E então, o meu pai também escrevia nos jornais, escrevia o porta-abrigo, mas infelizmente ele já não chegou a ver o porta-abrigo, estava-se a começar a fazer a primeira. Ele infelizmente não foi, mas lutam muito por isso. E pronto, e agora depois já podem ir ao mar, muitas das vezes, mesmo que o mar não está hoje, ali já podem ir, porque tem o porta-abrigo para ser, pois eles muitas vezes.
Man down, Sergio, man down, Sergio.